What's up, everybody? It's Antonio here to bring you another episode in the series of how many shares of a certain company do you need to make $1,000 a month, $100 a month, and even $100 every single week. So these videos are definitely fun to record because we pull up the calculator, crunch some numbers. Guys, I do have this list that you guys have been providing me. So if there's a company I have not recorded in the past or you don't see it on the list, let me know. I'll be happy to add it. We'll eventually get to it. But in these episodes, I do pull up the companies or whichever company we are going over for that video. We pull it up in Seeking Alpha, look at the company itself, what they do, and then we look at the charts and see their performance, and then we look at the dividend scorecard, see the dividend information for them, pull up the calculator, crunch the numbers of how many shares you would need to make $1,000 a month, $100 a month, and $100 every week, and then we wrap it up with the dividend yield, kind of showing us when the best opportunity is or currently was to enter the stock for the best dividend yield. But in this episode, guys, we will be going over Brookfield Renewable Corporation, BEPC. So let's go ahead and pull up Seeking Alpha. So again, BEPC, Brookfield Renewable Corporation, currently trading about $33.08 a share. If I pull up the company profile, we can read a little bit about them. So Brookfield Renewable Corporation owns and operates a portfolio of renewable power and sustainable solution assets, primarily in the United States, Europe, Colombia, and Brazil. It operates hydroelectric, wind, and solar power plants with an installed capacity of approximately 12,857 megawatts. The company was incorporated in 2019 and is headquartered in New York, New York. So industry is utilities, and then sector is utilities, and then industry is renewable electricity. It's actually not showing no data for employees. They were founded in 2019, so not a very long time, maybe about 4 years or so. And then if you want to read a little bit more about them or do some more research, you can look at the website pep.brookfield.com/BEPC, and then you can pull up the stuff for them. But if we look over here, guys, you can look at the year-to-date performance. They are actually up by 17.01%. On the 1 year, they're actually down 4.61%. And on the 5 year, there's actually not information because it actually only shows all the way till July 2020 from start. But it looks like they were trading around $28 and then they spiked up and now they're finally coming back down. But if we look at the 52-week range here, guys, you'll see that the 52-week low is actually $27.19, and then the 52-week high is $42.97. So it's trading right around the center, closer to the 52-week low. If we look at the FFO, 1.78, PE 8.45, dividend rate $1.35, yield is a 4.08%, and then the market cap is a 11.97 billion market cap for this company. If we look at the dividend scorecard, guys, here you guys can see again they are in the utility sector. The dividend yield is 4.08%. Pretty high dividend yield there, good starting one. Annual payout is $1.35, so for every share you do own you'd get $1.35. There's actually no info for payout ratio, 5-year CAGR as well, because they have only been paying dividends, I believe, since 2020 or so. So dividend growth is 2 years here. Frequency, they do pay out quarterly, and they do pay out 34 cents for every share you do own every quarter. So that is pretty cool there. If we pull up the calculator, guys, we can start crunching some numbers. So let's go ahead and see how much of this company would you have to own to, or how much money would you have to invest to make $1,000 a month with this company. So we want to make $1,000 a month. There's 12 months in a year. So you multiply the 1,000 times 12, that give you $12,000. So actually now you take the 12,000 and you divide it by the annual payout, which would be $1.35. This actually gives you the total number of shares you need to achieve this, which would be meaning that we would have to be holding about 8,888 shares. Then you actually just multiply that times the current share price, which is $33.08, and that roughly gives you around $294,000 that you'd have to have invested, and you'd be roughly making about $1,000 a month from this company. A quick way you can actually calculate this is take the 12,000 annually you need to make, divide it by the annual, the dividend yield, which is 0.0408%. And then you'll see we roughly get about 294,000. So that's a quick way to calculate that if you wanted to. Let's do the next one, which is $100 every single month. So I think this one's pretty it's a lot easier to achieve. So we want to make $100 every week, or not every week, but every month. Multiply times 12. So we need to make 1,200 annually. You can actually take the previous answer divided by 10, and that is our result. But since we do have the calculator, we will crunch those numbers so you guys can see the math behind this. So take the 1,200 divided by the annual payout, which is $1.35. So we need to own about 888 shares of this. Then you can just multiply it times the current share price, which is $33.08. You'll see we would have to roughly own about $29,000 to achieve this. Again, quick way to calculate this is take the 1,200 we need to make annually divided by the dividend yield, and we would roughly get about also $29,000. Let's go ahead into the last one, which is $100 every single week. I think this one would be very, very fun to achieve because imagine getting $100 every week to buy something that you want, or necessities here. So $100 every single week. There's 52 weeks in a year, so we multiply that. So annually we do need to make 5,200. So now you divide this by the annual payout, which is $1.35 annually. The number of shares we do need to own to make this, we would have to own 3,851 shares. You actually go ahead and multiply this times the current share price, which is $33.08. So you roughly have to own about $127,000. Again, if there's these companies that you invest for the long term and you've been dollar cost averaging, reinvest in the dividends, it does require a lot less capital, especially if they are great companies. I'm not invested in this company, but I'm just saying from other companies I do own in my portfolio, you don't require a lot more capital because you do have time on your side. But anyways, quick way to calculate this: take the 5,200 you need to make annually divided by the dividend yield, and you'll see we roughly get about $127,000 as well. So that is all the calculations, guys. Let's go ahead and wrap up this video by looking at the dividend yield. So this is the dividend yield. It looks like we won't obviously be able to look at the 5 years total, but this is the dividend yield, 3.98%. You'll see it'll fluctuate over time. So they were paying a dividend since about 2020, and it started out very, very small, and then it actually has been going up, I guess in the yield itself. So right around the 4%. It was close to almost 5%, so pretty cool to see. But yeah, guys, this is actually all I have in this video. Let me know in the comments if you guys are invested in this company. Are you invested for the long term? I am definitely not invested in it, but definitely would love to know your opinion. Don't forget to subscribe with that notification. Definitely would appreciate it if you dropped a big thumbs up on the video. Definitely goes a long way, helps out the channel, and I would really appreciate it. I will talk to you guys later. Take care, stay safe out there. Bye, guys.